Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to talk to you very quickly about how you can stay classy and stay on brand for your entire week's worth of outfits and ways that you present yourself. If you're new here, hello, my name is Nicole and I've been loving speaking with you guys about how you can do very practical, tangible things that will allow you to DIY some part of your level up journey, and how you then can take that energy and maybe some of those resources and financial means to then go spend on things that you cannot up level or DIY on your own. So if you are new here, I would love if you took the time to subscribe to this channel. I put out videos quite often and there's quite a good bank of videos that you can go through and go reflect on. But with that, let's get into today's video. So when I'm planning out my outfits, when I had somewhere to go, because if you are watching this in real time, it is currently February 2021 and we're still stuck at home quite a lot of the time. But with that being said, when I'm going somewhere, I like to look at a few things that's going to allow me to assess and plan and make sure that I stay on brand, because I find if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And if you don't plan certain things out, you are going to then leave yourself to bad habits. You're going to leave yourself to maybe doing what is easier instead of doing what is going to continue to make you look classy, elegant, and feminine. So with that, one of the first things that I want you to think about when you're planning out your outfits for the week is the location of where you're going to be going. Are you working in an office environment, or like going into an office? Are you going into work? Are you going into a salon? Where are you going to? If you're working from home, obviously I think some of the things that you wear on the day-to-day basis can still be very smart, very elegant, and very classy, but they also will probably be a little bit more relaxed than if you were going into a formal office environment or a salon environment, etc. So the location of where you are going is going to play such an insane, massive factor to how you plan this. And I think it's the first thing that you need to look at. For myself personally, and what I do as a content creator before the pandemic, I used to have to go into London quite often. And that is an hour and 40-minute train from where I am in Bristol. Now that's an hour and 40 minutes there and an hour and 40 minutes back. And then when I get into London, I'm on the tube, I'm off the tube, etc. So me wearing something that's going to be quite restricting, or maybe high heels that I can't walk in, is probably not the smartest course of action. With that being said, if you are someone that has frizzy hair, I'll just use London for example. Going on the tube is an experience. It's an experience in itself. And when I go on the tube, it is so hot and so humid that my hair instantly frizzes, and any type of body or curl that I have in my hair does not withstand it. So maybe ensuring that you have the proper hair care in your bag to fix up your hair, or maybe you bring a change of outfits. Maybe you don't travel in that outfit. These are all of the things that you're going to want to take into consideration when planning out your outfits for the week to come and your personal brand for the week to come. Now, the next thing that you will have to look at and consider is looking at what the occasion is. I've mentioned this in one of my previous videos, but there is nothing worse than when you go somewhere and you can see that the person is overdressed or underdressed for the occasion. I find sometimes you can get a mix of people. Like for example, my husband and I, we went to an event in Bath probably almost 2 years ago now. And when we got there, the people that were there were dressed so smart. And my husband was dressed kind of casual. He had an amazing blazer on and then a nice shirt, but then he did wear nice denim and a nice pair of brogues. And when he saw the people in the lobby that were in the full tuxedo and the full suits, he started to panic. Now, as more people ended up getting to this event, more people were on the casual side as opposed to the overly smart side. But understanding the occasion of where you're going is going to be imperative, so you don't look foolish and you don't stand out like a sore thumb. So really understand where it is that you're going and what occasion you are dressing for. Now, one of the most practical ways that you can do this is looking at your diary. I personally have a calendar. It's not the most grown-up calendar, albeit it's a Pomeranian calendar. I have Pomeranians. If you're not subscribed to our vlog channel, it is linked in the description box for you. But I look at my calendar. I like being able to see it from my desk here. And I used to walk with a day planner. I'm not really a day planner type of person anymore. I like putting my events and engagements in my phone because it gives me an alert and I can check it from anywhere. However, I do walk around with notepads quite often, so having where I'm going in 3 different locations often works best for me. Now, with that being said, making sure that you keep some form of diary that you can look and see what your week is going to look like is going to allow you to assess what you're going to wear, how you're going to wear it, and when you're going to wear it. And I say that because have any of you ever made the mistake of wearing something and then you forgot that you were going somewhere later in the week, and then you go to wear the item that you wore at the beginning of the week and then now it's in the wash, or you know, you don't want to wear it twice in a week or something like that. So I think really understanding your diary and what engagements you have for the week is going to allow you to set up for success when it comes to planning out your entire week's worth of outfits. Now the next point we kind of touched on, but that is understanding how formal the event or engagement that you're going to is. So here in the UK they call this like smart, like do I have to dress smart? You know, and in North America we would probably just say, is it a formal event, is it black tie? But really understanding where you're going is going to allow you to assess how formal you are going to be dressing. Again, there is nothing more embarrassing than going somewhere and then seeing someone who maybe has overdressed or underdressed, or you know what, it's actually not even just going somewhere, although we are talking about our outfits for the week. Sometimes I'll see some people where perhaps they've dressed really nicely and then maybe their partner hasn't. There's a massive disconnect there. And I think that also is to be said, we should quickly touch on this, especially those of you with partners. Perhaps finding a harmony between the styles that you're dressing like and making sure that there's a harmony between you and your partner if you're going to the same event. There's been tons of times where I have not discussed with my husband how I'm dressing to an event because I know he dresses well, he knows I dress well, so we don't feel like we need to micromanage or baby one another in that regard. However, there's been times where we finish getting ready and he's dressed in a completely different manner to how I've dressed, and it doesn't look harmonious. It doesn't look like we're a very unified front, and I know that might sound very superficial, but it doesn't. And the way that people look at you and assess you will give them an overall opinion or assumption about you. The more harmonious you guys can look is the more that they're gonna have that perceived outlook on you. Does that make sense? Now, the last thing that I want to speak about in regards to planning out your entire outfits for a week to make sure that they're on brand and make sure that they're classy is understanding like what type of mobility you are going to have in a particular outfit. Now, I know I already spoke about, you know, in the example where I'm talking about going to London and maybe not wearing high heels, but I don't think that we need to just look at the factor of shoes. We also need to take other elements into consideration. That is, can you sit in those jeans? That is the pencil skirt that you're wearing too tight and you're not going to be able to elegantly get out of a car or get off of the train in an elegant or feminine or classy fashion. These are the things that you need to think about. I will be honest with you guys, this is one of the things I actually did not take into consideration with my wedding dress. I did not take this into consideration, and there was a point where I had to sit down at my church on the pulpit and I was like, I don't think I'm going to be able to get up or even get down, and it was mortifying. So really think about the mobility that you have in the clothing that you're wearing. It's going to really help you not only be occasion appropriate or location appropriate, and when you plan ahead in this strategic and practical way, it's going to allow you to stay on brand and stay classy in all of your outfits throughout the week. Anyways, my friends, that is it for this video. What are your secret tips and tricks that you do when it comes to dressing a little bit more elegant and dressing a little bit more classy? I would love to hear them in the comment section down below, and if you haven't subscribed already, this will be one of your last chances to do so. I have so much content that you can go through and go and consume. I would love if you did, and I would love to see you again in another video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.